Rev your engines and fasten your seatbelts. It's time for Thunder Talk with Dan Bailey, keeping you up to date on everything going on this season at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. Thunder Talk is powered by Arcadia Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Now, here's your host, Dan Bailey.
Hey, race fans, welcome back to another edition of Thunder Talk. We are going to do one of the things that I love doing on Thunder Talk, and that is speak with a first-time feature winner. Okay, maybe not technically a first-time feature winner, but a first-time feature winner at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. Joining us is Kadden Kath, driver of the number 83 in the Black Horse Bar and Grill USRA B-Mod division. Kadden, first of all, welcome to Thunder Talk this week.
Thanks for having me, Dan. Happy to be here.
You've had some feature wins in the past at other tracks, but you were finally able to break your way into the Mississippi Thunder Speedway Victory Lane. When it was all said and done, how did it feel knowing that you'd conquered the big third mile finally?
You know, Mississippi Thunder, it's a little bit different track than what I'm used to racing on, Lansing, Deer Creek, and you got to change the car up quite a bit differently to run there, I think. And had a lot of close ones there before, but no, it was huge for me to get my first one there. And I've been close a bunch of times, but just the emotions after the race, I felt like finally had a good car to run there now.
As you and I were talking in Victory Lane, you said you'd got thumped about midway through the race and maybe had bent something on the car. So when you got back to the shop, what did you decide? Did you retool it or did you leave it as it was?
Well, I noticed my left rear slider had a slight tweak in it, so it was limiting the travel of the spring on the left rear. So I don't know if it was slowing it down from going up or slowing it down from going down, but the car definitely got tighter after that. It actually helped me in 1 and 2 because he could hammer it into 1 and 2, but 3 and 4 there was just a little bit of character, and I hit that and I'd get a little push coming in, so I had to really watch how I entered into 3. I just needed to make sure I hugged the bottom so I didn't let somebody get their nose below me and get the drive and beat me into 1.
We also threw some extra laps at you B-Mod racers last Friday night. 25 laps rather than the normal laps that you usually compete with. Did that change the way that you had to attack the evening at all?
Well, tire wear and fuel burn off is pretty big. Usually is for me anyway on how we set our cars up. And I could definitely tell when my tires were and weren't coming in. I was running 4-night-old tires on the rear, which were pretty wore down, and I worked them the best I could, figuring it was going to be kind of slick, so I wanted some old hard rubber. But the car actually reacted very well throughout the race, and even with getting thumped there and bending the slider a little bit, it didn't seem to upset the car and free it up. It actually tightened up the car, which I was kind of happy with that. Taking the lead on lap 2, and with all them yellows, it's pretty tough being a leader to know where everybody else is running. Every restart, I had somebody alongside of me coming into 1, but I figured I'd just keep it on the bottom and try and race them then.
That battle right down to the finish was fun to watch for us race fans. How about you behind the wheel? Did it start to weigh on you at all, or were you having just as much fun trying to get to that checkered flag as we did watching you get to that checkered flag?
Oh, you definitely start getting tensed up a little bit, especially when you hear somebody there and you start feeling them beating on your bumper or hitting your wheel. Because I had a few love taps to the back of the car on the closing 3-4 laps, and I was waiting for somebody to pull alongside of me because I screwed up a couple times in 3 and 4 and was waiting for somebody to drive below me, but nobody ever did. So I was just watching the scoreboard, waiting for the laps to count down.
So I've got some questions about what you're going to do with the rest of this strange 2020 season. But first of all, I know that you like to celebrate in Victory Lane with everybody who's supporting Kath Racing for the 2020 season. So let me give you an opportunity to go through that roll call, a list of thank yous for sponsors, family, friends, etc., who are helping you out for 2020.
I definitely got to give a shout out to my family, mom and dad, and my brothers, and my fiance Lexi, and my pit guy Brady. He's always here helping us on the car and at the track. And then I got to thank Jake Kim at OFI Performance for building great motors. S&M Transport, Steve and Megan Amundsen, they've been great to me. Olympic Fire Protection, Extinguisher Services, Michaelis Trucking, Willow River Saloon, Carboni's Pizza, A&A Electric and Underground, Keith and Marsha Volbrick, Kenny and Sandy Dins, Dane's Bodywork, and the Speed Shop in Rochester. They've all been a big part from the beginning, and I'm glad they've stuck with me through the years.
Now let's move on to the rest of the 2020 season. Here you are at Mississippi Thunder Speedway, only 17 points out of the lead in the point standings. Does that affect your planning for the rest of this 2020 season? Do you even know what your schedule looks like for the rest of this weird and unprecedented 2020 season?
No, I'm not confident on what I'm doing. I like coming there, though. It's a great facility, and it's always a great track. And I really enjoy racing there. A lot of good, really good competition. I mean, there's a handful or more guys every night that could be a winner. There's a lot of fast cars there and a lot of good competition. Probably Saturdays I'll be running Deer Creek just because it's kind of close. And I don't know what we'll do for other nights. Maybe we'll hit some specials up. I don't know yet. Kind of playing it by ear.
Well, how about this Friday night? You think you're going to be back to Mississippi Thunder Speedway to try and defend that feature win?
I'll be there this Friday night for sure.
Well, I tell you what, it was fun to see you down there in Victory Lane, and it was nice seeing a smile on everybody's face. So again, Kadden, I just want to say congratulations on getting that feature win last Friday night at Mississippi Thunder Speedway.
Thank you.
Thanks again for joining us on Thunder Talk this week. We will see Kadden this Friday night and the rest of the BMA division. Full schedule. Hope to see you there for another family-friendly Friday night at Mississippi Thunder Speedway.
That was Thunder Talk, keeping you up to date on everything going on at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. Thunder Talk is powered by Arcadia Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
You ever notice that when you're on a fishing trip, you drive your boat all the way to the other side of the lake because you think that's where the best fishing is? And the people staying at the cabins on that side of the lake, well, they come and fish where your cabin is. You don't have to drive a long ways to catch the big fish. And at Arcadia Motors, you don't have to drive a long ways to get the best deal on a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram truck. The best deals are right in the bay next to your cabin. Take the short, scenic drive to Arcadia Motors. ArcadiaDodge.com.